Welcome all. I want to take this moment to first welcome you to Just Us. Thank you for joining us today for this event. Thank you for taking the time to be part of this online gathering where Earth and racial justice meet. I'm Cortina, a member of the organizing team for the event, and we're excited to see all of your radiant faces today. Just a few quick housekeeping notes as we get started with our water ceremony. To please make sure you stay on mute throughout the session to make the space audible and accessible for others. If you have any questions or shout outs, we do invite you to use the chat box for that. I'll also be keeping an eye on the chat box as we proceed. And we will also be sharing a contact form with you throughout the time, throughout our sessions today, in order to make sure that you have an active part in continuing to build with us. At this time, I want to both welcome and introduce a beloved friend and community member, Lucia Daugherty, to hold our water ceremony with us today.
So much, Cortina. Good morning, everyone. So for this sort of ceremony, because I'm a creative writer, I wanted to come up with an original poem that would allow us to sort of hold space in a very unique way. Writing, in my opinion, writing poetry can be the act of setting intention if we believe in what we're writing about. And so I'd like to encourage you all to sort of see this poem as our act of acknowledging the powerful force that water is, and as a way to stand in collective agreement around the importance of water justice. Water is also a helpful aid in assisting us with connecting to our highest selves. Water is a large part of our origin, which the poem talks about. And so I'd like to show you for a moment my big old mason jar. I'm a mountain girl out here in the country, big old mason jar full of water. I remember doing a meditation a few years ago where I connected with one of my spirit guides, and she sort of came to me in the form of this little elderly woman, an elder, and water was the resounding message around, what I needed for my spiritual journey. So if you have water, I encourage you to drink that as we start this. We treat water like only an optional beverage or a bargaining chip, a tool for division or perpetuated genocide, like something that can belong to the highest bidder. But how do we sell the rights to something that our body is comprised of? It is the proverbial cutting off of the nose to spite the face, or cutting off the life of the human race. And all the while, the oldest trick in the book is the poisoning of the well. But water is vibration that keeps the pulse of the planet. It grows babies, breaks fevers, feeds nations, serves as the moon's best mirror. Water is justice for generations. It has always sustained us since the time of gestation. Water was ancient long before we had to pay to play and wade in it, partake of it. Long before we began to force it through old metal pipes and into kitchen sinks. We danced in water freely, knowing that we belong to water and water belonged to us. Water is our birthright, and we better do right by her. May it be so.
So in addition to Lucia's poem, I also offer a card that was pulled in honor of today's time and the essence of today. And this is from the Earth Warriors Oracle Guidebook. And the reading is Kai Tiaki. You are Kai Tiaki, guardian of the divine feminine. Your relationship with Mother Earth is sacred, empowering, and healing. You are destined to become more spiritually intimate with her, sharing in her creative potency and wisdom. Lean into her and trust in her support, even as you serve her by courageously voicing truth. She is your great ally, friend, and healer, and as you dedicate yourself to her, she dedicates herself to you. Make peace, let go. Notions of being abandoned or not understood or feeling undersupported, as those experiences need no longer color your worldview. Trust that you belong here and that your connection to the Earth Goddess will support you in all ways. Never judge your sensitivity or feel that you are overreacting, but also allow nature, water, to calm and soothe you so that you can be focused in accomplishing your soul mission. If you feel that you are on your own when you would like some help, allow the Divine Mother to be your friend and guide, while trusting that at the right moment, more allies will arrive. The Earth Mother herself has her own sense of timing, and you are not forgotten. You are just growing according to her wisdom and grace, incubating in of yourself, water of the womb. Have faith in yourself and in her. So I just want to invite us to take 2 moments of silence, and just to take a moment to ground into this space as we start our day together. For those of you that are coming for the first time, and for those of you that this may be the only moment you can come, we thank you for being here. And we thank Lucia for joining us for this ceremony and for offering her words and reminding us that everything starts with water, because water is life. And so we respect the water, and we respect the Divine Mother, and knowing that we're all connected. And so if you will take 2 minutes to lift up any prayers that you have for our water people, our water on this planet that's currently at risk, that needs our healing and our love and our light. Let our 2 minutes begin now. May our collective intention reach far and beyond. I also want to invite everybody at this moment to take yourselves off of mute in our last few minutes of our ceremony, and just popcorn and offer up words, intentions, hopes that you have out loud in this moment. Mari says, Mini Wakani. Mini Wakani.
Mini Wachoni.
Mini Wachoni.
Water is life.
Water is life.
Lakota.
Love. What you got, Lucia? What words? Anybody else can go.
Let other people come in.
I would like to offer up clarity, cleansing,
Clarity, cleansing, flow.
Gratitude to the water spirit and prayers that she be cleansed just as she has cleansed us for so long.
I want to lift up bravery so that Indigenous protectors who have served in that role for a really long time, sometimes very alone in standing in that role, are supported by people who are finally having to face, the rest of us who are having to see just how important all of this is. So may we stand in solidarity with them and speak truth to power.
Speak truth to power. Thank you all. We'll hold the silence for the last 2 minutes of the ceremony. If there are any more words that emerge, feel free to share them in the chat box or out loud. Your voice is welcome.
Ancestors, libation.
Flexibility and resilience.
Humility and resilience. Juan says water springs. Alina says this was so beautiful. Thank you, Alina. Susan says beautiful beginning. Great way to start. We'll offer those words to the water as well, leaving to the farmers market. We like that, supporting farmers. Thank you, Olu, for coming in from Charlotte. Thank you for celebrating our spirits and for being here. Thank you, Robin, for your words. Water is life. May it be so. Larissa offers, like a water lily, I am rooted, but I flow. Yes. Recognizing the spring is womb time, water is our sustenance, offers Copeland. And with that, we are actually closing out our water ceremony. There might have been a couple more people making in, and I want to invite folks just to reach out to your people if they're wanting to come in this last minute, have them join our next ceremony, because we'll just keep offering words and intentions and just carry the energy forward. And at this time, I want to invite you all to bookmark the program guide there. As you leave, please do make sure to also bookmark the contact form that I'm dropping in right now. And that'll be a way that we can stay in contact with you all and continue building from here. We'll also be sending out the notes as well as the recordings. And at this time, I just want to give thanks to Lucia for holding the space in your words and your energy and helping us start off the day so beautifully. And so let's just wave at Lucia, giving our love and our gratitude.
So much love and light to you all. And Cortina, thank you so much for just holding space virtually during this time where we are yearning for each other so much, all of us humans. So thank you very much.
It takes all of us. So thank y'all for being here.
Absolutely.
Blessings. And we hope that y'all will join us for the next session, which is going to be 9 a.m. Greens and Savories from Grandmother. Be sure that you check out the schedule for that Zoom link, and we'll see y'all soon.